Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Endless Legend. I think we are right on the doorstep of having won this thing. So, we do have to finish off red. Before we go getting into any kind of intricate planning, there is an enemy yet to be dealt with. Purple is sieging his city here and here. Ursay is the only thing Purple is not currently about to take, and we're maybe gonna take that ourselves pretty soon. So I'm feeling confident. I think we're right on top of this. Our Urkan still has a little bit of movement left. He should probably move in the general direction of the enemies. And also he can search his ruin while he's doing that. 150 dust. Okay, not a bad pull, actually. You can get kind of close. Do I want you to be up front? Who else has movement? This tiny army here. Okay. Here's a question, because it's been a couple of days. By the way, I do apologize about how erratic the series has been, especially toward the end of the week the last couple of weeks. I've been having a real tough time with time management for various reasons. So hopefully that hasn't been too much of a bummer for anybody. Okay, my question was going to be, where is this guy? But I remember now the stuff we had to do. We had to pull him back. Okay. Assignment cooldown 4 turns, probably? 5 turns. This is that turn. Okay, well, run toward the front, then. Do your best to get back to combat. It'd be really nice if he was here. So what we really want to do is catch this guy, ideally with this army. Then we want to try to siege Ursay as quickly as we can. Wait. Yeah, okay, you can't get down from here. Alright, yeah, we want to siege Ursay as quickly as we can. Like, probably what I actually want to do here is begin the siege with this army, then attack him with that army, which will, first of all, prevent the units in the siege from participating in the battle, and secondly, keep Purple from grabbing the city away from us. We probably can't stop them from getting Averon or Inga, but we don't have to let them have all the territory here. And it's possible that Red dies this coming turn, right? Or maybe the turn after. I would probably wait for the turn after, because I would want these units to be available for the city battle. But yeah, we're right on top of it here. We have a small amount of dust. Next turn we'll be able to buy heroes if we want, or really, I don't know what we'll do, but we'll have a lot of options. It's a lot of money. We're doing okay on cash. I feel pretty good about it. What's my faction quest right now? Where are we at? Zaltana has to have the Ark of the Builders equipped on. Right, yeah, that's important. Well... Wait, is he not... He is assigned to a city, and he has the Ark. Okay, so that's just gonna pop next turn. Cool, we're making all kinds of progress. Everything's going okay. Pretty much fine. Alright, so let's make sure we get this under control immediately. I would love to take a city that has 13 population. That sounds really good. Oh, turn on the siege. I'm clicking madly, trying to get stuff to commit. We have him. We have him. No, he's running. Okay, he attacked us. An interesting gambit. All right. Oh, we built the public granary, so we got that. We have failed to sign a truce with another empire in the next 10 turns. Bakir has flipped back to cultist control. All right, that's fine. Now we must gain enough influence to set the economy and population ministry of your empire plan to level 4, and we will receive the Ogmakwan. Boy. We have a lot of cities right now. Economy and population to level 4 is going to be 7. Huh. Well, I don't think we're doing that. I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah, we'd have to generate... And if we take Ursay, it's even going to be worse. I don't see how that could happen. I don't think that's doable. Okay, we might have to just give up on our faction quest at this point. We have lots of other ways of winning the game available to us, so I don't think that's necessarily terrible. Alright, let's fight. Yeah, that's the correct order of reinforcements. I'm a little annoyed that he was able to move after I had issued the attack order, but before I arrived. Because I'll tell you what, I know for a fact that my armies cannot move after an attack order has been issued on them. Because we've tried it lots and lots of times. You can see them just, like, get stuck and wait for death. So I'm pretty cross about that. I'm also pretty cross about the fact that these units have so much health when we know that this army just had to retreat, and also they were standing on volcanic terrain when they did it, so they shouldn't have gotten any health regen. Not 100% clear how that occurred. Well, this is not ideal. So remember, we only have 4 range with these units. We do not have the bonus range that we are accustomed to. This guy's gonna get his shot. Yeah, I think this is right. We're gonna go after the bird first here. Do I think I can kill it? It has 175 defense. We're gonna get our damage, maybe damage and a half. We're gonna get to shoot at it with maybe 3 archers. I guess... No. What I should do is have this guy just stop the bird. We should try to prevent this guy from getting a second attack. We can't stop him from attacking this turn, but we can stop him from attacking next turn. $39, huh? You guys maybe step it up a little bit? Well, he's low enough that the Urkan can finish him next turn, I think. Boy, we're taking a lot of damage here. Not all of us. Yeah, having to start with the tiny army really sucks. So, he's got this under control. Who's next? These guys are pretty scary. Well, they only have 85 damage. None of his units have spectacular damage. Really, the bird is the most dangerous thing. Okay, so you move pretty safely to this cliff position. They're blocking it with their Draken right now, and I don't think that's likely to change. Oh no, that's a Drakenling. I thought since there was only one figure, you know, you don't normally Drakenlings have a bunch of figures, but I guess because he's wounded, he's only one body there. Well, you can take the shot from here is a little safer. Actually, you can take the shot right from where you are, too. Do I just want to do that? Probably. Alright, then whoever goes second... He can take the shot from where he is, but obviously he can't keep standing there. We need people to be coming in. How many attacks do I think it's going to take to put this thing down? He has 266 health. He's got more defense than we have attack. So everybody probably is going to have to attack him, and we still might not even get it. It really depends on how the damage rolls go. How many times we roll half damage. Hopefully the Urkan will tank a lot of the shots. Okay, we're mostly getting normal damage. And now even a half would kill him. Okay, that was pretty lucky. We can roll a half at any point during that. Okay, this bottleneck is working out in our favor. They have a serious lack of ranged units. That guy can fly, though. He's probably a priority. For the same reasons as the bird. He has a lot of health. He does not have nearly as much defense, although this turn he's going to have... I'm pretty sure that this defense value is not... does not have his high morale calculated in. We're probably going to have to attack him with everybody. Everybody. Pretty good start. No, the 125 is with his full morale value up. Weird. Seems low. Alright, yeah, that is definitely the correct next target. I'm so proud of you guys for having done a good job there. Definitely do not want their only ranged unit to survive. This unit does have a ranged attack, but seems content to heal for the moment, and I'm kind of thinking that we're going to let him do that. let's deal with this guy, because he's dealing damage to us. And unfortunately, this one's gonna die. There's not a ton I can... Oh, actually, you have enough movement to get out. That's right, with the improved movement trinket, we actually have mobility now. So what if you go like that? And then we have somebody who is right after you. You can't make it up. There you go, you. You will step up and attack. We can try to keep the low health one alive. And I know I'm issuing orders with ambiguous outcomes here, but I'm really uncertain as to how many attacks it's going to take to kill each of these enemies because we're hovering so close to the attack equals defense border. But yeah, look at what happens when you issue those ambiguous orders. Just everybody does kind of whatever they feel like, and a bunch of dumb stuff happens. Okay. Let's focus up, shall we? This is probably a kill. We will allow one additional attack against that unit. Then I'm going to put 3 people on this guy. Again, just trying to guard against the half damage. Then it's that guy. And it's everybody else on him. Ooh, you're not... Oh no, you're going to be able to get him. Alright, so we overkilled a little bit on some of these dudes, which will have some of our guys targeting kind of randomly. Okay, glad I overshot on that a little bit. Yeah, we're not going to get much damage. Oh, never mind. That was a damage and a half. That was very lucky, actually. Okay, the Drakenling steps in and attacks us first, so that this guy still doesn't get a turn. How unfortunate for him. Alright, I trust that this is going to get the job done, because our Urkan stats are phenomenal. So everybody else is on this one. I think this is actually going to be just everybody. Because after this guy goes down, it kind of doesn't matter who we target. So it would be best if you moved out and you were able to take his place. Can we do that? 1, 2, 3, 4. We sure can. Okay. Yeah, Urkans are bananas. So, on the subject of Urkans being bananas, I found out the reason that Red didn't pick up their Urkan and have it fight us at all, and that's that apparently in the current state of the game, they can't. The AI has an issue where they just actually can't put the Urkans into army mode. It's being fixed. I have the word of the... I wasn't promised or anything, but I overheard the Endless Legend community patch guy say that he intends to fix it. But I'm a little uncertain as to how we would deal with this unit with these stats. If it had been able to use this against us, it would have been pretty bad. But there are a lot of situations where you don't have the overwhelming advantage we had, and it would have been a lot worse. And I'm not sure how... We're going to have to develop some kind of plan for dealing with these things when they happen. Alright, let's be very careful. This seems like it's going to be a little more difficult than I was bargaining for. If we're very lucky, they won't include any other units in the battle. That would make things pretty straightforward. So we definitely actually want the healthy units up front. Alright, come on, no reinforcements. Oh, he's bringing in the city. Well, these two are definitely the most important guys, but I suspect that we only need one person shooting this dude. That can be your job. You are going to help with this, and then I'm just going to put everybody on this, because if we take this guy down, it won't matter too much what else is happening. We are going to probably end up losing a unit, maybe even 2 units. Because we got low health guys, and they have people who will definitely be seeking those low health guys, and we don't have enough ways of controlling their melee attacks. Although, honestly, this cliff may give us the ability to avoid taking a lot of damage here. And it is our healthiest unit, so we're at the front. Also, sometimes people attack the Urkan, which is Fine by me. Yeah, I like what I'm seeing here in terms of targeting priority. Alright, so we do have one additional archer. This guy is assigned to that target, so he will go down. Alright, that was not fought the way I would have liked it to be fought, but we did get there. So we don't have an action point anymore. I did not save us an action point. We're going to have to wait until next turn to actually take the city. I'm going to have this dude... Oh, you are not a threat. I'm going to have this dude wait over here. Because they didn't actually take this city. What does the situation look like over here? How much damage did they do to it? Can I really not see the city flag? What is... Why is this invisible to me? Okay, well that... I need that information to know if it is a good idea to attack here or not. Huh. Can I really not see that tile from where I am? I guess it... Okay, it is up on a cliff like that. I kind of want to attack, but we can't. It's not safe. You just need to run... You know, honestly, fast enough that this isn't even a crazy run. Be able to get over near Khazar. So yeah, that Urkan thing is a shame, no doubt, but it's being worked on. Oh, Dustwater, yeah. Let's get that Dustwater. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I heard Leader Enemy Boss say he was going to work on the Urkan thing. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, like, don't take that as a promise. Listen, if you want to know if he's going to work on the thing, ask him yourself, which you can do very easily in the Endless Legend Community Patch Discord, which is linked in the Endless Legend Community Patch forum thread that is linked in the description. I don't want to speak on anyone else's behalf. Alright. We're about to get our Rare Metal Foundry up. Oh yeah, I need to buy stuff. So we have access to a whole bunch of heroes here. I wonder... So you can see here, Sayap's city, or Sayap, the city of Sayap, is going to be a real pain to attack. He's got a lot of units, and he's got 450 points of fortification on that city. I wonder if it might be a good idea to buy a hero to use as a spy, and insert them into Sayap with the intention of damaging the fortifications. Or, if the best way to defeat Sayap might be to just kill all of his military units and then siege the city up. His units are mostly pretty bad. He has a lot of... the cultist player accumulates a lot of minor faction units that cannot be retrofitted. He's not doing anything to make that happen, really. It just happens. So we're seeing a lot of... Yeah, like he's got a lot of stuff, but none of it's very good. Here we go, Fanatic 21. This is one of his actual units. This is the 21st redesign of this Fanatic. It has 84 attack and 78 damage. So it seems like, although he has a large military, he doesn't have anything good in it. Yeah, maybe we just do some battle here. So that being the case, I probably don't bother to buy a spy. So we're just buying actual governors. Well, I have traditionally been a great fan of Wayresigo. Food Boost 2, Industry Boost 3 with that lovely Wild Walkers faction tree. Hard to imagine that any of these guys are going to be a better fit. Fortification Boost 3 is not very good for us. Industry Efficiency 1 is not... Yeah, it's not nothing, but... certainly not great. Yeah, alright, give me Wayresigo. And then we actually have enough dust to buy another hero. Oh, this guy's level 4 already. This is a hero that somebody leveled up partially and then sold, and he has his levels in a really good setup for being a governor. Dust Boost 3? He is as expensive as, like... You can see there's a pretty big gap in the prices of these governors, But he's like a governor and a half or 2 governors, depending on which ones we might buy. That said, I think he might be worth the price. Free stat points. It's a big deal. Takes a lot of time to level up. Could we sell enough to get anywhere near that amount of money? These are 18 each, huh? Oh man, maybe we actually could sell enough to hit that amount of money. We totally could. I'm producing 27.5 adamantium per turn. Okay, let's just go ahead and buy our man here. And then we can also buy pretty much anything that's up. Unfortunately, most of the things that are up are not up in quantities that will work for us. I do like Red Sang. Red Sang a lot, actually. We certainly don't need all this. I'm going to sell a bunch more of this stuff so you can see the price diving. What's it going to take to buy out all this Red Sang? It's going to be crazy expensive, right? Because the first 10's only going to be 90, but the price is going to shoot up. So we're definitely going to pay north of 1,000, probably like significantly north of 1,000. Let's buy it next turn. Let's hold off on that. I do intend to buy it, though. So, we need to place our new heroes. First of all, Wayresigo was purchased with a skill point available. Head up toward natural resources and Behemoth Tamer and all this good stuff. And he could pretty much just go anywhere. He has food boost and industry boost, so he's good for growing a small city as well as just helping any city build things. Thing is, I kind of want to install him in a really big and powerful city. Like, I'm going to put him in Halethby, because we can turn Halethby into a real powerhouse if we can get it even bigger and meaner. And then our other new hero just wants to go in a city that's producing a lot of money, really. Oh, he has to be healed up first. Ooh, he has the Quivering Circlet, which you get from the Broken Lord's faction quest. He also already has a Glasssteel Tome on him. Oh yeah, we gotta do some of this stuff. We gotta do some tome equipping. So he has +1 dust on terrain with river, +1 dust on terrain with dust, and extra resources out of resource deposits. That is going to make him... Don't think we have a huge number of great rivers. Obviously, we have a decent river in the capital. Okay, Uska has a lot of tiles on its river. Yeah, he'd be good here. City's already focused on dust. Okay. Yeah, I feel pretty good about that. Alright, so can you get anywhere near the actual action? Not really. Well, I didn't unselect him. This is definitely where I want you to go. So we have their cities under siege. Just grab this one really quickly at the beginning of the turn. Now remember, we are still at war with blue, so I have to be a little bit wary of that. These units could start showing up at any moment, and while they are bad, they are also numerous. Oh, he moved a unit into range. That's fine. Can I please get vision of the... Oh, I was really hoping that I was gonna... Hey, I didn't want to unsiege. I was really hoping that I was going to be able to get vision by stepping adjacent to it. That's a district. There we go. That's what I wanted. So they have a ton of units here, actually. This is going to be a truce offer? Yep. He was going to give me 22 glass steel, but now he doesn't even have 22 glass steel to give me. No. Purple. Bad. You do not get to have this. Okay, we're all building stuff. So this seems like it should be pretty straightforward. Let's make him a nice high entrant. Alright, you. I sure hope that the Urkan comes in the top reinforcement space. Okay. We don't really have a lot of fancy options available to us here. It's pretty much just run at him and fire all the weapons. It'll be very familiar to anybody who's watching our Battletech series. He chooses not to attack the one unit on the field that he could actually kill, and now he's just gonna die. Well, that's embarrassing for him. Somehow, they didn't manage to take a single one of my units over the course of that whole thing. That's just, it feels really bad. I feel bad for them. Oh wait, I don't actually want to be adjacent to the city because I don't want the army in the city to jump out and attack him. Alright, you... Yeah, I should probably execute the order I gave you. So he can be in range to reinforce next turn, right? Oh, hey, it's a single fanatic. Well, that guy's not much of a danger. We don't know what these are, right? These could be blue. Now, it's worth noting that if blue takes a city from us, it will immediately be destroyed, because that's what happens when blue takes cities. So, maybe I need to be a little bit cautious about that. Yeah, I really don't want to lose one of these fine, well-developed cities to blue's armies. We're gonna have to, and he is sending dudes down in force. Okay, here he has some real units. These are actual. They're still weak, but they're real. Okay, what about... Yeah, here's what we want. We gotta do whatever it is going to take to make this happen. I can definitely afford to part with some of this stuff. In fact, I don't need almost any of this, probably. We do have our own ability to mine it. You know what? Hold on. Would anything else work? You do it for grass silk? I'm willing to do it for grass silk. I'll do that deal. That's a much smaller cost than Hyperium. Alright, we are blood brothers. We fight always together. So that's gonna be tough for blue. I think that's probably solved the blue problem. Red probably goes down next turn. That seems pretty likely. It would be best if it was the hero's army that engaged with everyone, but we can't quite make that work. I guess I could be patient one more turn and have the hero swap units in and out, and then have the hero actually be in control of 6 units to do this. You are fine where you are. We got our rare metal foundries. We need just a huge amount of technology, honestly. So let's talk about actually winning the game. If we do not make it to the end of this faction quest, if we don't make it to Economy and Population Ministry level 4 on turn 100, we won't be able to do this until turn 120, which means we will not be able to do this. We will not be able to do it in time to win the game. Honestly, even getting this done now probably is not fast enough. So, the faction quest-based victory conditions are probably just out of reach. They're probably not on the table anymore. We could, once red and blue are eliminated, we just win because all the players left are in our alliance. So we could just wait for purple to figure out a victory. Let's see here. We could try to push the economic victory. We're not doing terribly on that. Up to 1.9k. This needs to be, I don't know, 30 times higher. But that's not as crazy out of reach as it sounds, actually. The scientific victory is unrealistic for us to win before purple could win the game. We could win a supremacy victory by backstabbing purple and taking their capital suddenly. If they seem to be in a mood to allow us to do that. A sudden backstab could totally work. We would have to have a considerable army They don't really have that much fortification, but the way Trode is built, we'd have to be careful how we attack it so as not to get Salamar's garrison. It's large enough. Is this a district or just an extractor? Okay, so we could stand in the extractor space and attack here, and I think that would do it. We'd be far enough away from Salamar that way. He'd really have to screw up, though. The other options for victory are expansion, which would require us to just take a huge amount of territory, including some of his. A diplomatic victory, which is not impossible, but is very unlikely to happen, I think. You really want to... Like, alliances are super important for this, because the alliance is causing us to generate a lot of diplomatic points. Yeah, we're getting 7 per turn from our alliance. But it is also the case that that's not... It's just not enough, man. We had to get to 2,500. So we're currently at 520 diplomatic points. We have to generate 2,000. When you make deals with other players, the amount of influence you spent on the deal generates diplomatic points. I don't remember what the rate is now, because it's been changed a couple of times with ELCP to make it a little bit harder to cheese the victory. But it would require us to generate a huge amount of influence. That said, it legitimately might be our fastest available victory, even so. We just have to, we'd have to really focus on influence generation. Basically, what I'm trying to do right now is decide what our research needs to be, informed by this, obviously, and also... What would be the cost of this now? We're up a city, 8,400. So it'd probably be in the neighborhood of 9k by the time we took Evron. We have 8 turns in which to generate 7,200-ish influence. Is it remotely possible? Most of these cities are 2 or 3 points of influence per population, right? The cities that have the museum are at 4. And the capital does have... Let's see. Oh, the capital does not have the National Museum. Sorry, this is... Avrama's not my capital. I saw that symbol and I was like, oh, that's the one. The capital, Masuarim, there's the symbol I'm looking for. We generate 140 per turn. We have to reach 900. We have to reach about 900. It might be doable. So if we did this, we would get access to the Ogmakwan. I assume that we would have to then build it. It costs 5,000 industry, which is an unacceptably large amount. And then after that, we would have to build the Temple of the Earth's Core if we want to try to win the Wonder Victory, which I believe is like 75,000. It's some extremely large number. I don't think that's feasible, but we could just generate a ton of influence and try to use it for the diplomatic victory. Yeah, if our plan is anything other than wait for Purple to win the game for us and ride their coattails, we're looking at either taking Purple's capital suddenly, or a diplomatic victory that involves us trading a bunch of technology with Purple and then waiting for the diplomatic points to leach slowly out of the reservoir. Because when you earn diplomatic points by... Alright, the buffer. When you earn diplomatic points by doing trades and stuff, they go into this buffer, and they can only a certain number of them can come out of the buffer each turn. So you can't just rush it all in a single turn and blow everybody's mind. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do then. We're going to generate just a ton of influence. If I move people off of this, how slow does it get? It's not that bad. What if we move everybody in the Empire to influence? Now that I've decided that this is my victory condition. What if we do something like that? Now, it might be a little bit trickier than I'm making it sound, because partially because of the fact that the AI will not always take influence deals. We don't have an unlimited number of things to trade them. And the thing that is most efficient to trade is technology. I don't know how much technology we have that they don't have. Gosh, I wish there was a less tedious way to do this. Yeah, the thing is, we're totally going to get to enough influence to be able to just push the faction quest along. My concern is that we can't do the things afterward fast enough. But we can try, I suppose. We can head in that direction as we're heading toward turn 100, and we can make the final determination on turn 100 as to whether or not we want to spend the influence on the Empire plan or the other thing. So hold on, you guys maybe are going to stay there. Move you guys over, and you guys over. You guys, and you guys. This is not an ideal... I have to look at an awful lot of numbers here to make sure we're doing this right. If we were going to go for this building plan, we must pick up automated production and industrial processing. And I might have to go back and get... Yeah, we should probably get management sciences as well, at the very least. So that is... This is most important? Wow, okay. Apparently our science is in an alright spot right now. And then, like, also stockpile technology might be important. Yep. It would be really cool if we could take over Sayap to do this in, but I think that would be frustrating enough to go after that I'm not going to stress about it. If Purple burns Sayap before we can get over there, I am 100% fine with that, or even if Purple takes it. So we're going to turn you around and have you press these guys. And a big part of that is just trying to get control of whatever's happening here. We should probably buy some units. Although I can't buy some units, can I? I can buy a unit in a bunch of places. It is good to note that the cities over here have that 400 fortification building in them. So green rather, made a lot of this territory pretty defensible for us. It's just a matter of getting into position to defend it. But I should buy stuff. We should have people in here ready to go. 1703 to build a ranger. What should we be to buy one of these out? 1524. Can I make 1524 happen? I have way more titanium than a man could possibly need. But man, you gotta sell a lot of titanium to make that money work. You need to 1500? Feels infeasible. We're gonna be able to repop these. What I really need to do is get my Dust Orchid. We're going to need Dust Orchid Flowing, and we're going to need Titan Bones, and I don't have a source of Titan Bones. Do I? Wait, maybe I totally do, and I just never picked up the tech? Did we have Titan Bones? I have so much territory. Unfortunately, I don't think there's a good way to, like, just look at a list of all of the resource deposits in my territory. Is there? No, there absolutely. There's a list right here. So, Titan Bones, no, none. Not all of the resources spawn in every game at the map size that I'm playing on. It's possible there just aren't Titan Bones around. We see Titan Bones in any other territory? I feel like I would have noticed, would have sat up and taken notice of that. A bunch of Moonleaf around here. I don't see any Titan Bones. There might just not be Titan Bones in this game. There's a few on the market, but you can still get the resources that don't spawn deposits as rewards for searching ruins and from quests. So that's why there might be a small number of them in the game world. Yeah, okay, we might have to do without Titan Bones. They're probably not going to be able to buy another unit. I'm hoping that Laris and Ciego are going to generate their other point of militia next turn, since they're both pretty close to being 100% controlled. We don't have an extra militia slot in these things? No. Okay, well, here's hoping our turnaround hero is enough to get the job done. Alright, let's push on. So here, does it help us to wait? Yeah, we gotta wait a little bit. We gotta get people in range. Okay, so we'll mash. Oh, sorry, I will once press the button and then patiently wait for the rest of my people to get into position. And actually, once they're in position, I don't have to worry anymore. I don't have to, like, watch that. This is the thing we actually have to watch right at the beginning. It's about to be Dust Eclipse time. I managed to grab some of them. They got a lot incoming. Davenor's probably just going to fall. I can't really stop it. I have 20 regions of the 39 required. Neat. Oh my god. The game is so jerky right now. The Empire of the Draken has... Huh. Was he able to attack that even though I had it under siege? Wait, how did that happen? That was mine, wasn't it? Well, I mean, okay. This is probably not a big deal. That city was probably not going to be terribly helpful. I did have it sieged still, didn't I? Oh, you know what? Now that we're allied, maybe he can... He might be able to cross my siege barrier. Maybe. I don't know what happened there. Maybe I unsieged it. Possible. I know we're under attack in other places, but we're gonna head up and try to get in range of Sayap. I want to be able to steal it if Purple tries the attack and isn't able to actually finish it off. So let's get on that. Also, we can search a ruin or two while we're over here. Why are you guys so slow? You do be retrofitted, but you are not in friendly territory. Sorry, you are not in my territory. 120 dust. What is this? They would love it if I would give them statistical methods. Here's the thing. No, because I'm not doing expensive trades that you pay for. I will pay for all the expensive trades. And I will do it after turn 100. We don't need pixie blood. We do need national museums. And in Daramard, for real, we need national museums. Okay, let's resolve these battles. So first of all, the hero killing this guy. He's just going to retreat. Yeah. Okay, that's a quest army. That guy by himself isn't a danger even when he's at full health. Not to any of our cities. Because remember, militia have Cavalry Slayer, in addition to the fact that he's just like a very weak unit. I don't know who you are, but you're definitely causing me problems. Okay, so none of these armies over here that I was worried about are not actual armies. This, however, is an actual lost city. I can't do anything about that. That sure is a lot of that one guy. Well, hopefully Purple will take this city or severely weaken it in the very, very near future so that I can get rid of Blue, because Blue needs to be outside of this game. Khazar just became unowned. What resource would he want? He would want... Oh... We get anybody over there to do that? You're pretty fast. You don't have any move left? You have 5 of 9 move. There we go. Yep, your job is to full sprint over to that Urkan. Because this is the scary one, right? Yeah, let's get some of that. Unfortunately, the third Urkan is still controlled by purple, right? So I wouldn't be able to sneak him away. No, the third Urkan is controlled by... Oh! And this one's not well statted. We actually could end up in control of all three of them. Okay, I need another very fast man. Honestly, I know you guys don't like fighting each other, but this might be the thing to do. These guys have 9 normal move. Yeah, it's faster to actually run this army over there. They won't quite make it this turn. But they're certainly not in any danger from those guys. Alright, we're gonna try to get all these Urkan. Alright, I'm not gonna bother. We all know that that's how that is happening, no matter what I do there. So, the city of Davenor was burned. Easy come, easy go. You are going to fall back to behind the line of heavily defended cities. He's probably going to try to claim Khazar. We just have to get adjacent to him for a moment. I might be able to do this before they get there. I don't know that they have the movement. And once we have this guy, he's going to tear them apart in combat if they come anywhere near us. That's a very exciting thing that happened there. You can probably tell how excited I am from, the sound of my voice. Alright, so we know we got to build a production line in this city. If we want to have any chance of doing this thing. Is the capital really the right place? It only has 10 population. But it does have our canal locks. Sultana with his industry boost 3 is pretty good here. He really needs to level up more, because we got to get both points of Behemoth Tamer. It's a very, very important skill for something like this. And then, obviously, Natural Architect is huge. Old Operator, not so necessary. You need skill points badly, which is to say we need that Red Sang. Booster cost is only 100. Alright. This might be really expensive. Okay, we got pretty far into that. We crashed the price on that stuff pretty hard. Price on this stuff is crashed, but also we're making 20 a turn. And we're never going to need that much. Okay, 480. Let's sell a whole bunch of this. Alright, so we have double hero XP for 10 turns. We're rapidly accumulating other luxuries. Maybe rapidly is too strong a word. But, pulling our Empire approval back up is definitely going to be about getting luxuries online. I can't see us doing it any other way. So how about... You're kind of stuck there because these guys can't move. Alright, we're going to make a run for this. Fakir might be tricky to get to if Purple wants it, because Purple's got a pretty big head start. God, I have such hope right now. The dangerous, dangerous thing. Alright, everybody run for the places you got to run for. Oh, lice. So can I redirect this guy over here? Get that extra movement and then make for it? Oh, he's not going to make it. I'll end up over here. Oh, no, there's enemies. Oh god, run. Run from them. See, right there. When the enemy right-clicks on you to attack you, you cannot move away from them. Alright, we'll definitely never let the wine booster end it. It's the only reason we're holding unhappy instead of rebellious over the Empire. I don't even know really what needs to be built where. The thing is, in most of our cities, it doesn't matter what we build anymore. And we at least theoretically have a use for a whole bunch of influence. Alright, so that's probably just a retreat. Over here, they've attacked us in a way that we probably actually want to fight. You should come in right away. Okay, so let's negotiate this retreat first. That it made the noise. It didn't actually. Okay, there we go. Now, this could be really bad if they have another army in range to attack us. We're going to try to get away here as fast as possible. I mean, at this point, I've spent all my movement, so they have us or they don't. Let's do this thing. And Purple's units are all locked up by this, so we don't know if Purple wanted to do stuff this turn or not, because we're going to have to resolve this before we can tell. So his units are fast. Their offensive stats are unimpressive, but we're mostly archers, so they don't have to be very good. Our defense and their defensive stats are okay. They also have regeneration, so 4 life per level, and they are level 6. That's okay. It's honestly, that's not amazing. So we probably want to ball up pretty far over here, pretty far over in this direction. So I want to be as far away as possible from their cavalry. Also, man, the I don't know if it's clear, but the controls are extremely laggy right now. This sometimes happens in the very late game. You can see how laggy the animations are. So we're going to try to burn down as many of their archers as possible. Oh, interesting. This fanatic up here is actually quite a bit more dangerous than the other one. He has a fair amount more damage. Maybe he is the first target. The thing is, he takes damage when he does stuff. Alright, so what are we looking at here? 163 defense to our 226 attack. So we're getting damage to damage and a half. Let's say 3 archers per kill? Somewhere in that neighborhood? Unfortunately, we don't know who these guys are going to attack. Probably not you. Possibly you. Probably not you. We're going to throw an extra body on this just in case this guy does get attacked by one of the cavalry. And then we'll throw the other 3 on him and hope that that will work. We're going to lose some bodies here for sure. Okay, blocking up the reinforcement space. Attacking an Urkan is pretty bad practice, but... Oh, hey! Nice damage and a half. Oof. 1 loss already, huh? And that was somebody who was supposed to attack one of these guys now. Wow, that was lucky. Got the kill by 1 point, and now we take a whole lot of damage. Man, I sure hope they all just focus on the Urkan. It kind of looks like they are all focusing on the Urkan. Bad news for us, though, on the reinforcement front. Okay, we have to kill this guy. He's not the most dangerous target, but... Whoa, camera. He's not the most dangerous target, but he has to not be allowed to consume our actions. So yeah, you 2 go after him. Then other people should shoot other enemies. If this guy doesn't go down in the first 3 attacks, then he's not worth finishing off this turn. You 3 do this. There we go. For a second there, I was like, what on earth was that noise? But it was... That's a sound that the Origin launcher makes. I've never had the Origin launcher open before, so I was not familiar with it. I got roped into the Apex Legends a little bit. I've never really played Battle Royale games, mostly Mostly they were just not interesting to me, but man, Apex Legends sure does move and play like the kinds of shooters that I like to play. Game is pretty alright. Okay, so we got this under control now. We might lose, I would say, maybe as much as one more archer. Their fixation on the Urkan is definitely hurting them, though. Okay, I appreciate what you guys are going for here, but let's make sure some people have this guy registered as a target. Come on. Just so that we don't all shoot this guy until he's dead and then end up going after their hero instead, since their hero is a little bit less relevant, I think. And obviously we don't have to be careful with our targeting on the last guy. Jesus, the camera is just flying all over the place. Here we go. Yeah, the very late game with like the tons and tons of armies on the map. You see that? Everybody who was supposed to target this guy did in fact go after the hero. It doesn't matter. We got them all. Yeah, that attack seems a little crazy to me. I'm not sure what they thought they were doing there. We lost a unit. You guys were the ones who were running for the Urkan. He has healed quite a bit, but he still only has 800 health. And I mean, he's going to heal more on this next coming turn. Make sure we're all over here. So Purple's still sieging Sayap. They haven't bothered to remove his army. Sometimes it feels like the AI focuses on the player a little bit. Hyper-focuses on the player a little bit in a way that I don't think is actually beneficial. That might just be, you know, persecution complex. That might not really be a thing that's happening. Oh, I had never actually searched that ruin normally before. I could have searched it again. Well, good news is it's unlikely to matter. Alright, so what do we... There's a couple of these blue armies still coming, or maybe just one, right? Because there were 2 quest armies in this region. Let's come over and grab this. Okay, yeah, just one. Well, are they dangerous? Not particularly. Alright, if they want to come and fight, they can come and fight. We can do that. Alright. So we gotta make sure this happens quickly. If this happens, I'm no longer afraid of the blue armies catching our guy here because the Urkan will destroy them. Then we gotta try to make sure this happens quickly at the beginning of the turn. Is our cooldown on Tlatomosi-Pakwa available? No, next turn it will be. I wonder if we want to warp him over before we go after this? It's probably not necessary, right? Yeah, it's probably not necessary. Okay. So we're working hard on our techs for attempting the faction quest. Or attempting the big build. Yeah, alright, let's play another turn or two here. So I don't think I need to really be in a hurry to issue orders up north. I don't think that we're in any real danger up there, all clustered up like that. Their units are very weak. Aim him. Offer luxuries to the mighty Urkan. Yeah, mighty Urkan. Uproot. Let us go and commit murders. As friends. You know, a good friendly murder. Jeez, the lag is very harsh. Alright, there's stuff happening up there. Hold on. We'll be right with you. Let's search these ruins a couple of times. Gonna renew our die booster, because that's, like, extremely vital. Found a bunch of dust in the thing. Oh, the battle's not over here. Interesting. If I were them, I would have prioritized this battle. Hold on. Sorry, are we? Yes, we are all in reinforcement range. Go get them. Uh-oh, did I get the city garrison in that? I sure did. Well, honestly, their city garrison's not even good. That might have been an error. We'll, try to head up there and fix that. Actually, it's probably fastest for him to teleport, right? We could resettle him and teleport him to this region. I should have just done that instead of picking him up. Yeah. Because the teleport's going to cost an action point, right? So we burrow him now, action point. Then next turn, teleport, action point. Then we have to pick him up the turn after that. Whereas if I had done, we could have been a turn faster on this. Yeah, that's an error. I do think it's right to do it that way, though. I just got excited about having such a big unit. Nobody... You all know what I meant. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing here, man. In a very real way, a lot of this is pretty academic. Alright, so over in the capital, let's get some of this stuff started. This is what we're going to want to spend dust on, is rushing these buildings. So you're going to need automated production. Another burrow is certainly useful, just like extra stuff. We don't need a mining rig. We do want the National Craftworks. Doubles the effects of luxury boosters in this city. At the very least, we'll be able to push the city up to the highest approval level, and we'll be able to double the 20% bonus industry that comes from our Dust Orchid. So that's all important stuff, and we're looking at some pretty high buyout costs on some of it. Yeah, well, that's what all the money's going toward from now on. Trying to make sure we are in some kind of place here to get a thing done. Alright, they did actually come over and attack me on this, and I think this is, like, absolutely suicide because we have units in these garrisons. Let's do this one first. Then we'll resolve the Urkan battle, and then we'll probably call it there. I really should have... I was so worried about whether or not my units were in the reinforcement spaces that I didn't check to see if I was including the corner of the city. That sucks. That's going to be bad. Alright, so you guys have 5 move and 2 range. There's nothing I can do to stay out of your range. So the hero's going to go down. Not a big deal. He probably will not actually last... He probably won't actually die. Because I think we're going to be okay on actually killing them. Do I want him to stand somewhere else? I mean, it doesn't really matter, I suppose. Yeah, he's got enough move that we can hit whoever we want to hit. But what's this hero? Okay, 64, 72. They all have pretty comparable stats defensively. And then the hero's just worse at attack and damage. So he is the last priority. It's a shame that our militia are slower than all of their units. Wow, he ran just all the way right up here. I'm kind of surprised by that. You would expect him to stop at his maximum range like these guys are doing, right? I guess he wants to be in the forest for the defense bonus. But yeah, it's taken them so many attacks to bring him down. This does not bode well for them. Yeah, probably we can afford to target separate enemies here. I guess let's try to make sure one thing dies. Okay, and now they're all distracted by the militia and stuff, so we probably won't lose either of the archers. This is the power of having your cities built in such a way that the garrisons are able to reinforce each other. If you're able to just get these large areas of overlapping reinforcement, you can... Oh, we are in fact going to lose a ranger. Oh, they left her at 1. Yeah, and for some reason the hero didn't attack her. Okay, turns out we are not going to lose a ranger. I think I am going to get a little embarrassed in this in this other battle. Because, like, we could definitely take that Urkan if we could just focus it down. Without that, it's got an awful lot of health for us to get through while we're fighting 600 other units, you know? Pakwa gets, finally, 10% more damage. And, I mean, now you're reassignable, right? So, yeah, as soon as we finish this battle, provided there's any armies up here left to fight, we pull him in. We definitely want to pull the Ram Warriors. Second reinforcement. So Fakir is back to his full 1200 health. And we got to remember, Chaka does less damage against him. So Chaka's probably going to be chewing on these dudes. Ooh, that 10k12 is an actual unit. Oh yeah, I guess it's worth remembering that this army is real basic stuff. Ice Wargs, by the way, are terrifying. This is a base, unimproved Ice Warg, just leveled up a little bit. Absolutely terrifying. Definitely very high priority for us. Kind of their whole thing is quickly eating undefended archers. Well, you guys may as well ball up. We know what we're doing. We know what the plan is. Shoot these guys. Shoot this one guy with maximum... Oh, they chose not to reinforce him. Well, I think that seems like an error. Yeah, we're gonna absolutely obliterate him then. I mean, it's gonna take a little while. Obliterate was probably a strong word. I can't believe they chose not to reinforce. Well, I guess we're gonna see what happens in that quest where you have to get all 3 Urkans. It was really nice of Red to take that Urkan back from Purple and then move it far away right before they died. That made my life a lot easier. What you're seeing right there, by the way, is why Guardians aren't great. It's really easy to swarm a unit and bring it down, even if it has great stats. Okay, so a bunch of things are now considerable. A bunch of things should now be considered. First of all, we actually have all 3 of the Urkans, so we could activate this Tremors army action, allowing us to produce long-distance siege damage. I guess at this point in the game it doesn't matter, does it? Never mind. We can get... Oh, okay, so they do periodically spawn lice. So here's the thing that affects the rate of that. Neighboring regions produce plus 50% approval is interesting. Plus 50% science. I'm looking to see if there's an industry boost. I bet there isn't, because industry is so much better than all the other resources. Yeah, there's a dust boost. Okay. So, one thing we could do, and I'm not saying that this is necessarily a good idea, but one thing we could do is burn down a city adjacent to our capital, like maybe allow, just raise Morris, and plug an Urkan in over there. Can we have multiple Urkans in the same region? I guess we can test that next time, because we'll try to move Khazar into Fakir's region. But if we did that, and then we plugged an Urkan in there with like the food bonus, how do these work? Is it all Urkans under your control? While Urkan is rooted to a region, owned and allied cities in neighboring regions get bonus, is the way it's worded. So, does that mean this Urkan, or does it mean any Urkan? I would think it would mean any Urkan, for the purpose of making these guys better the more of them you have. Well, like I said, we're gonna be able to test some stuff here. I think that blue is probably on the oh, purple got pushed off. They did a really good job of burning down their fortifications, though. Like, this is our next goal, obviously. And then after that, we're going to experiment with our new Urkan powers and see if maybe we can get a significant boost to everything in Masuaram going. And maybe we can, in fact, be the ones who win the game and drag purple along on our coattails. That is going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time, tomorrow. I'm going to try to get an episode out tomorrow, where we can see how this is all going to pan out. I'm actually in as much suspense as anyone over here. And we'll see you then.